Hello and welcome back to another episode of TokeAlot with TokeAlot. I am your hostess with the mostest that always gets the stonedest, Jerry TokeAlot. And today we're going to be reviewing a pre-roll that I've been saving and I've been waiting to review. But I'm very excited to review it because this is pot and head garlic butter. And if you know me, you know I love anything garlicky. It's the Italian in me. I can't help it. I love anything garlicky, anything like GMO, anything that tastes like dinner, really. Like I don't judge me. Those are the strains that I really, really like, and it's not very often that I see this. So I've never tried this brand before. So again, this is Pot and Head. Let's do a little reading just so I can say I did the reading. So total THC 28.5, total CBD, 0.1. Let's see. Veterans. Veterans, yay, veterans. Okay, I'm trying to see if there's anything else on here. There's nothing else. This is a 1 gram joint, and we're just gonna fucking send it. The packaging is super basic, nothing crazy, literally just like your typical pre-roll tube that you would get anywhere else. Not mad at that though. We like simplicity. Let's see how long it takes me to. Oh, I got the seal off. It's not Terry proof. Okay. Eh, stickers. So many stickers. Ooh, I'll redo it so you guys can hear it. Hee Okay. Okay. I don't know what papers they used. It looks like an element. And on the dry pull, it's definitely garlicky. So I'm super excited because I also just got a fresh basil plant and I'm gonna have a little crazy salad after this because it's gonna be so fucking good. It's gonna be so good. Mm, mm. Anywho, so I'm gonna get situated because I should have done that prior to this, but hey, you know, I'm recording this on the fly and we're just kind of going with it. So we're just gonna spark this bad boy up. Da, 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 da. So on the chopping block this week, I have a bunch of stuff to record. So if you guys aren't following me on my Instagram, then you guys missed the story saying that I'm doing a huge concentrate review. I'm still working on editing that video, and it also doubles as a device review because I also am. I don't know why I'm already tripping over my words so early. Hmm. Whew. Do you ever do that thing where like the smoke goes down the wrong pipe or tube? That's kind of like just what happened to me. But that's okay. Because I still got the taste of the first pull. So, oh, I already really like this. The resin ring is already super thick. Um, not only is it present in my chest, and it's not because I just like almost killed myself. Um, don't demonetize me for that. I almost unalived myself. Uh, it's in your nose too, so it's like it's definitely like all encompassing. Like I get lemon garlic, like really good lemon garlic wings. Oh yeah. I know the theme has been me comparing this to food I like, comparing thing like strains to foods that I like. It's probably because I do a lot of my own shopping. So like when I'm reviewing these strains, sometimes I will get stuff that like I would not get normally. But for the most part, it tends to be shit that I want, like that I like. So, like for example, the Element review that was just posted. Uh, I love Element products. Not a peach girly though, but the reviews that are coming up all have a little bit of a different feel to them. Like I said, the next one that we have coming up that I'm still currently editing is the Pivot Puffco Pivot review, along with all of the concentrates that I have collected for us to review together. I won't lie to you guys. I have smoked some of them already, but that's okay because we all know that at the end of the day, it's the thought that counts. I just wanna get on here and sesh and be silly with you guys and feel like I'm in the room with you. But I can't possibly sesh with all of you at the same exact time. I can't be that many places at once. So this is the best way to do it. So anyway, pivot review coming very soon. I'm very excited about it. Shout out to our friends at Mad Hatter's Hideaway for providing our device review subject. If that's the way I want to word that, I think that's the way I want to word that. Mad Hatters has always been a sponsor of TokeAlot with TokeAlot since I think really the first year of us starting TokeAlot with TokeAlot. So Mad Hatters Hideaway, shout out to them. Um, for the purposes of this review, we got this garlic butter pre-roll from Pot and Head, and we got this from High End Dispensary. Now, I'd never been there before. And as you all know, I like to stay in the house. I'm a house girly. I don't go out and about anymore. I used to go do events and go do all that shit. I time, my schedule, child, all the things, it just doesn't allow for it. So I went out and I did a little shopping the other day because, well, why not? So I went and I grabbed a couple things. High end dispensary. Their vibe is really nice, really accessible location. Their bud tenders are personable, friendly, they have vast knowledge, and they also are the type of bud tenders that will be willing to learn more if it's something that you tell them and they don't know as much about it. And I really respect and appreciate that because I think a big part of the um disconnect between, real cannabis users and dispensaries is that there's nobody willing to be like honest about a product because at the end of the day for all of them it's how much money are you going to make. You push the higher priced product out of the door no matter whether it's good or bad, that's better for your bottom line. Whereas I've been to a few dispensaries that don't do that, and I really really like that and I really appreciate it. High end definitely being one of them. This garlic butter so far, excuse me, I just had a cup of coffee before I started this, so forgive me. I have coffee burps. Um, so far, overall impression of it, it's definitely got like lemon garlic. Like I said, like some really good like buttery lemon garlic wings. Like you have to make them bitches homemade for them to be that good. Mm, that sounds good. No, I made tacos. I'm not making dinner again tonight. I made enough burrito tacos to last me like a week, I think. I don't know how many I fucking made. I made a lot. And it's just me. So, Marilyn won't eat the tacos. All right. First relight. um Now, I know there's everybody says you shouldn't relight the joint or the second half of the joint will taste different than the first half. Now, it didn't go out for very long. It literally just lost its spark. Don't fucking sue me. But yeah, if you didn't know that, so I watched a video the other day. I'm pretty sure it was Cannabis Science Media that posted it. I can't remember who exactly did, but it's a content creator that I follow that specifically makes content regarding cannabis and consuming cannabis and the science behind it. So essentially, when you start the joint, you're letting all of those resins like build up in the joint, hence the resin ring. That's what we all talk about. As they're building up in the joint, if that joint goes out or you let it go out and you light it again, you're actually relighting all of that resin and restarting the process all over again, which is why when you relight a joint after it's gone out or whatever, usually it tastes different. I can report this does not taste any different. Definitely still lemon garlic. Lemony enough to the point where it's like making my nose like do the thing that it does when I smoke lemony terps, and I'm not mad at it. It's definitely going to give me like focus to get the rest of the scripting and editing done. And then whoop my kid's ass in some Mario Kart. Because that's what I do with my days. If I'm not working, I do podcast shit or plant shit, and I play Mario with my kid. I'm so cool, guys. I swear. Like, I have a life. What else is coming up on the podcast while I smoke this joint? We're already at the halfway point, just so you guys are aware. Ah, I know what I can talk about next. So, I've been working on a script for an episode for a couple weeks. I'm super excited about it. I can't wait to record it because it's one of my favorite not holidays. If you're not aware, if you're not a wrestling fan, 316 day. Can I get a what? 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 Can I get a hell yeah? No? It's just me in here. Lilo, you got anything for me? She's asleep. She's got nothing. Smooth brain. No thoughts. No ridges or lumps, no valleys or bumps. Smooth like a bowling ball. But yes, 316 day fastly approaches, my friends. And if you aren't aware, I'm a big old school wrestling fan, and I promise we're going to do some more wrestling content. This is going to be just the start of it. I need to dip my toes in a little bit with something super familiar before I go into recording, like, you know, the Benoit conspiracy episode that we've talked about for so long, for the true crime side of things. Like, there's a lot of things in wrestling I would like to cover. And if you guys like wrestling and you want to see more of that content, definitely stay tuned for our 316 day episode, because we're going to talk about cannabis and WWE. We're going to talk about why it's stigmatized the way that it is. I let it go out again because I got excited and I started doing my really bad Stone Cold Steve Austin impression. But that's okay. But yeah, I'm super excited about that episode because I actually found out a lot of really cool shit about some WWE superstars that I didn't even know. And I grew up watching WWE, like, to the point where, I mean, like, I can viscerally remember being, like, put into submission moves by my brother all the time while we were, like, fake wrestling. But it wasn't fake because he was actually putting me into submission moves. Yeah. For a long time when I was a kid, I, like, did all of the WWE entrances, like, every single one. So, like, just imagine, like, a 4-year-old Terry running around going, "Suck it!" Yeah. And if you're wondering, yes, I did actually just do the "suck it," and I just did it again because I can't help it. I'm a creature of habit. And my habits are to be absolutely fucking obnoxious and really enjoy wrestling still, apparently, at my old age of almost 30. In my defense, it's very nostalgic, and I feel like I got most of my personality from watching WWE superstars interact with the, like, the ring announcers and shit like that, like all of the commentators, like watching watching The Rock just like berate everybody in the WWE for most of my formative years, like I'm pretty sure that changed my brain chemistry somewhere, somehow along the line. It wasn't just the weed, it was the WWE too. I fault them for my shitty attitude and my lack of a brain to mouth filter. It's your fault. It's your fucking fault. I was raised in the attitude era. It's not my fault. I didn't do it. I had a brother. I had a brother who really liked Stone Cold Steve Austin, and now by default, I really like Stone Cold Steve Austin because, well, like you just pick up the things, like you're just an amalgamation of all of the things that you've picked up from the people that you love along the years, and like one of those ones was most certainly WWE because it was a whole family thing, and one of them was most certainly Stone Cold Steve Austin. Fucking love that guy. He's fucking unhinged. And I can relate to a lot of his isms. He told Donald Trump he would beat his ass. Like, how can you not love him? Sorry, he's like actually America's sweetheart. I don't know what you're talking about. If you're disagreeing with me right now on the other side of whatever audio device you're listening to this on, you can't, no, no, no. It's not up for debate. Not up for debate. Stone Cold is America's sweetheart. I'll die on that hill. And I mean that in the most serious way. Like, I'm so serious. Like, that's what being an American is. Oh, damn if you're worth $1 billion, $2 billion, $3 billion, $4 billion, $5 billion, $6 billion. Like, iconic. Literal icon. Love him so much. So diva. So slay. Oh, like, and I mean that, like, the love I have for old school wrestling is unmatched. Especially the promos. Oh my god. Oh, so good. So good. There's no such thing as a bad old school WWE promo. Like, I quote them all the fucking time. Like, if you know me in real life, you know it's probably concerning how often I actually quote WWE promos from like the late 70s, early 80s, 90s. Like, even before I was born. Like, I love Macho Man. Fucking love Macho Man. Oh, yeah, cup of coffee in the big time. Unjustifiably in a position I'd rather not be in. I had to relight the joint again. We're nearing the end, and we're at a point where it's like, it still has the taste, it still has the flavor. I'm still feeling the vibe. I'm not mad at it. Um, Now it's definitely like a chest feel. Like, it's definitely like beating out the nose overall. It just feels very like my chest feels like wow, like open. I'm not sure if that's like actually what's happening. I'll have to do some science looking. Some science looking. I'll have to do some science looking and get back to you on that. I'm glad we can experience my brain glitching together because it does that a lot and nobody else really catches it because, well, like it's usually when I'm home by myself and nobody's around, or even more embarrassing when it happens in front of the 9-year-old and she's like, Mom, like obviously she's not cursing at me, but she's like, Mom, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, that's literally the look that she'll have on her face. Like, what the fuck are you actually talking about, woman? You sound fucking crazy. And it happens more often than I would like to admit. Let's see. We're going to take a little look-see and see what exactly this strain's terp profile is. I can't find the haha, I hit it. Alrighty. I'm in the lab results, guys. Okay. Yep, that explains why I like it so much. Carafilene. I love carafilene and my myrcin. Myrcin. Humulene. A lot of like random other terps in here that are nowhere near as present as the other ones. But the three top ones are carafilene, myrcene, humulene, bisab bisabol. Bisabola? You're gonna have to get back to me on that one, guys. It's a shake trim. Okay. It went out again and I'm not lighting it again because at this point it's just I'm not doing it. Um Overall feel. So in case you missed it, I also ended up in the hospital recently. I'm okay. I didn't die. Nothing's happening. I'm okay. I swear to God. Um I did end up in the hospital, however, and I'm dealing with some chronic pain shit and some other shit and some health shit. So just like there's just been a lot going on. And obviously, you guys know Mary Jane is my number one method of easing, alleviating any type of pains that I have. I don't really like taking pharmaceuticals. It's just not me. With that said, explains why I feel a little bit better because carafilene is definitely anti-inflammatory, which is I've always said it is great for us endo girlies. Like I'm feeling good right now. My tummy don't hurt no more. Um, my tummy don't hurt no more. Wow. It also made me a little dumb. So there's that. And I don't hate that. Sometimes it's nice to be a little dumb when you're so smart all the time. You know what I mean? Like, you know how they say ignorance is bliss? Like, no, truly, ignorance is actually bliss. And like the more you know, the more scared you are. And sometimes it's really fucking nice to be dumb for a few minutes and be like, ah, I like weed. I like weed and weed accessories. So sue me. So what? Uh, um We're going to bring back our Terp Explorer journal because I think that that is something that we need to bring back. However, I'm going to make a few modifications because I feel like there need to be modifications. Modifications. So, ba, 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 ba. Eh, readjust. So, it was flour. I didn't actually see what the lean on that was. Let's see. Ba, 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 ba. Trying to find it's an indica dominant. I should have known that. Mm, garlic butter. And it's spelled Budder. So, like, it's like butter. Butter. Garlic butter. All right. Potency. Now I gotta go back. Dagnabbit. Beep, 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 boop, beep. So, 28% THC. CB CBG. Ooh, yay. 0.12 or 1.2. Yeah, 1.2 CBD. Settle. CBN. 0. Alrighty. Terps. So, Kara, that other one, man, that's a weird name. Bisabolol. I'm so fucking butchering that right now, like I do all of them. They're weird names, man. I'm gonna come up with like better names for them. It was a pre-roll, so I mean, Ash was like, we all know I don't rate on Ash. I've said it every review, but like, or at least every review that we've done that's a flower review or a joint review, I've never rated it off the Ash, but like, it was like a little darker, but not like alarmingly dark, like not pitch black, like charcoal. So medium dark. And the resin ring was definitely there throughout the whole thing, even though I did stop it early. Aromas and flavors. Flavors. And so like garlic, lemony, butter, earthy tones. I definitely got some like earthy, like dirty taste. Not that that's a bad thing. I don't mean that in a bad way. Cheerful? Yeah. Creative? Yeah. Energetic? Yeah. Happy. If you're happy and you know it's in you. Meow. Other. Stimmy. If you know me, that means I'm just like very like woo. Like I want to go do things. It's the autism friends. Okay, notes. Ba 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 ba. What are my notes on this? Here's where I'll put my little side comments. Tasted like lemon garlic wings. And definitely 10 out of 10 for patients with inflammation. I had to think about how to word that. All right. So, for taste, out of 10, I would give it a 7 out of 10. Um, that being, it's definitely higher up on the terp profile that I like. However, obviously, after having to relight it so many times, I definitely feel like that affected it, but I'm not going to blame the joint for that. I'm going to blame me for that because I got excited talking about things because I haven't recorded in a couple days. So that was my bad. My bad. But either way, it was still a really good taste. Great presentation overall. The packaging is super easy to read. For presentation, I would just give it a straight out 10 out of 10. You can't really fuck up a plastic pre-roll tube. Nothing super remarkable about it, but at least it gives you all of the information you actually need directly on the tube, which not many brands do, considering that like the only thing I will say is I don't see that this is an indica lean anywhere on here, which is fine. But literally everything else is on par. Like, and it's veterans as well, so thank you for your service. Thank you for your bud. Delicious. Um, let's see. overall effect, it's definitely made me feel like that hee hee hee, and like, now I gotta go, now I gotta like do things. I'm gonna relax, and or I'm not really even gonna relax, honestly. I have a couple of podcast things left to do, and I also still have to tend to the child, the 9-year-old, my spawn. So that's definitely a good joint for doing that too, because now I'm thinking like, dang, do I just eat a snack really quick and then like when she gets here we'll play Mario Kart? Because that's like what I really want to do. I just want to hang out with my kid. So like if you're a parent, this is a great strain for you to smoke like right before the kid comes home. If you have a higher tolerance. If you don't have a higher tolerance, I would not suggest it because it is on the higher end of the THC percentage, and the that combination of terpenes is very therapeutic. So I would be concerned that you would like, go take a nap before the kid gets home from school. Although if it's early enough, you might be well rested for when they get home from school and you might want to go like play at the park or something. Who knows? So like I would say this is definitely for like a parent, this is a great smoke. Also for anybody who's dealing with any any inflammatory issues, anything like that, chronic pain, this is also going to be great for that because the carotene, as I've said, is fucking phenomenal for any type of inflammation, which is what endometriosis is basically inflammation. Um, I really enjoyed that strain. I feel great. I want to eat a snack now and play some Mario Kart. So I think that's about it for today. I think that does it. So if you enjoyed this review, or yeah, wow, because it sounds redundant. I'm like, if you enjoyed this review, leave a review. Like, that sounds dumb. Like, that sounds really dumb. If you enjoyed today's episode, please leave a comment, leave a review. Who's your favorite wrestler? Who's your favorite wrestler? Tell me. I want to know. Tell me who they are and why. Who do you love? I love Stone Cold Steve Austin, John Cena, Trish Stratus, Triple H, Rikishi. I know that's a weird one. Don't judge me. I love Rikishi. Um, who else? Who else do I really love? Bret Hart, Mankind. There's so many. We have so many fun things to talk about on our 316 episode. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to record it. I found so many cool random things about WWE stars and weed that I didn't know. And I love that. And I love that for me. I also just kind of wish Stone Cold Steve Austin, like, instead of like the beers and stuff, like he needs to have a weed. He needs to have like a stunner. Oh my god. Ah! That would be so good. It would be fucking iconic. Well, if you want to hear that episode, stay tuned for 316. That episode's going to be dropping 4:20 p.m. EST on wherever you get your podcasts, YouTube, the whole lot. All of them. It's going to be everywhere. So happy early 316 if you're not planning on listening to it. If you are planning on listening to it, I'll see you then. And don't forget, we have our Puffco Pivot review coming up real soon, too. And that's also going to have a smorgasbord of a bunch of concentrate reviews, both legal and gifted, gray market, friend donated, we'll say. So with that being said, I'm ripped. I would give this joint overall I would say like an 8 out of 10 because I definitely feel really good right now, and now I'm like starving. So I'm gonna eat a snack really quick, and then I'm gonna play some Mario Kart before I do some more research. So thank you guys so much for listening. It is honestly, truly a pleasure, a dream. Every one of you that tunes in, thank you so much. I love you, love you, love you, love you. If you ever see me in public, like, don't be afraid to come and say hi to me. Like, maybe just don't call me Terry TokeAlot if my daughter's there, because she'll be like, Mommy, what do they mean? And I'm like, I don't know. It's my name. It's my name, kid. Don't wear it out. No. Anyway, thank you guys so much for listening. I have been your hostess with the mostest that always gets the stonedest, Terry TokeAlot, and I will see you soon. Keep blazing, stay amazing, all that jazz. And in today's climate, and I'm not talking about the weather, fucking stay safe. Stay safe, stay sane. I love you, love you, love you, love you. All right. Bye.